Hello students, today in the present lecture I will explain you about the concept called avalanche photodiode, which is a photodetector and whose function is to convert the light energy into electrical energy. Basically, photodetectors are broadly classified by three types, and they are solar cells, pin diode and APD, that is avalanche photodiode. So the detailed explanation of solar cell and pin diode is available on my YouTube channel. So in the present lecture I will concentrate more on the avalanche photodiode. I will explain the full concept of avalanche photodiode beginning from its device structure, its construction, working and limitations and its advantages. The device structure of avalanche photodiode is shown in this figure, and APD is a 4-layer device in which the P plus and N plus are heavily doped, and because of this heavily doping there are very large number of charge carriers are present in P plus and N plus regions, and the resistivity of this P plus and N plus regions is very low. Again here I represents the intrinsic region or the lightly doped region, and P is also a lightly doped region. In this structure, the P plus will act like anode and N plus will act like cathode, and APD, that is avalanche photodiode, will works like photodetector whenever it is connected in reverse bias. That means this anode is connected to negative terminal of the battery and cathode is connected to positive terminal of the battery through a resistor. So an avalanche photodiode will works like photodetector whenever it is connected in reverse bias, and its main function is to convert the light energy into electrical energy. So whenever light falls on it, and APD converts the light energy into electrical energy. So the most of the light which is fallen on the APD will enters from the region of P plus, that is heavily doped P region, and this light will enters in after passing this P plus region, the light will enters into the intrinsic region, and because of this reverse bias configuration the depletion region will extends or widens. Under very large reverse bias, the depletion region will extends, and the light which is entered from the P plus region will enters into the intrinsic region, and this light, that is photons, will interacts with the semiconductor atoms which are present in the intrinsic region, and because of the photon and atom interaction or electron interaction, electron and hole pairs are generated in intrinsic region. So in the intrinsic region electron and hole pairs are generated, and these generated electron and hole pairs will experience a very high electric field due to reverse bias. So because of this very high electric field, the electrons will be drifted towards P region and the holes are drifted towards the P plus region. So these electrons which are drifted to P region will again experience the very high electric field between the P and N plus region. So the electrons which are experiencing very high electric field between P and N plus region are accelerated, and they will get the sufficient energy to liberate or to emit the secondary electrons, in its path. That means the electrons which are drifted towards the P region will get the sufficient high energy due to this electric field, and due to that high kinetic energy these electrons will collide with the atoms which are present in this region, and they will give their energy to that atoms, and because of that collision secondary electrons are generated in its path. So this generated secondary electrons will also has the sufficient kinetic energy to liberate or to generate the one more pair of electron and holes. So like this way the electron and hole pairs are generated by multiplication process. The newly generated electron and hole pairs or secondary electrons will also has the sufficient kinetic energy to liberate or generate furthermore electron and hole pairs. So this process we call it as impact ionization. Impact ionization. And because of this impact ionization, multiple charge carriers are generated in the structure of avalanche photodiode. So in the process of impact ionization, only electrons will participate. Only electrons will participate. That means the holes which are migrated or drifted towards the P plus region will not participate in the impact ionization. So only electrons are responsible for impact ionization or multiple generation of charge carriers, and because of this generation of many large number of charge carriers, the responsivity and sensitivity of the avalanche photodiode is increases. As a result of impact ionization, every electron and hole pair will produce on an average of m number of electron and hole pairs. So this m we call it as multiplication factor, and because of this multiplication factor an internal gain will happens. Internal gain is generated in APD, and because of this internal gain the sensitivity and responsivity of the device will increases in case of avalanche photodiode. The generated photocurrent, that is IP, is equals to the product of charge of the electron into number of charge carriers to the power of m, where m stands for multiplication factor. So this is an expression for generated photocurrent. That means current is generated in the APD only because of incident light and not because of the reverse biasing of the battery. So this is the working of avalanche photodiodes. So in the case of avalanche photodiode, light is firstly enters through the P plus region and then goes to intrinsic region. In the intrinsic region, electron and hole pairs are generated. These electron and hole pairs are separated by very high electric field in the P and N plus region. So because of this, the electrons are drifted towards the P region and holes are drifted towards the P plus region, and this drifted electron will experience a very high electric field, and due to that very high electric field the electron will gets accelerated. That means it gains the sufficient kinetic energy to liberate the secondary electrons in its path, in its traveling path. So these generated secondary electrons will also has the sufficient kinetic energy to liberate one more electron and hole pairs, and this process we call it as impact ionization. So in the process of impact ionization only electrons will participate, and because of the impact ionization multiple charge carriers are generated. So every electron and hole pair will has the ability to generate the m number of electron and hole pairs, and in this structure we will represent m as multiplication factor. So the total generated photocurrent in the avalanche photodiode, that is IP, is given by which is the product of charge of the electron into number of charge carriers generated to the power of multiplication factor. So if we look at the electric field profile of the avalanche photodiode, it will be like this. So the electric field is very low. Let us consider its units. So the electric field is very low in P plus and I region, but there is very high electric field in the P and N plus junction. So because of this very high electric field, these electrons will accelerated, and because of this acceleration, impact ionization happens, and due to that, multiplication of the charge carriers and internal amplification of charge carriers happens in avalanche photodiode. So this property is limited to only avalanche photodiode. So this property is not seen in pin diode. Now we will see the applications of avalanche photodiode. So the first application of avalanche photodiode is their high sensitivity. So because of this very high sensitivity, they can detect the light of very low intensity. So that means these avalanche photodiodes can detect the light having very low intensity. The one more advantage of the avalanche photodiode is these devices will have very high response time. And these devices will also have the ability to generate very high currents, and one very important application of these devices is that they will have the internal current gain mechanism. So because of this gain mechanism, whose order is in the range of 200, because of this gain mechanism, avalanche of the charge carriers will happen. That means impact ionization happens, and avalanche region will generated in the APDs. Now we will discuss the limitations or disadvantages of avalanche photodiodes. So the main disadvantage of avalanche photodiodes is these devices will require very high voltages to operate, and because of this impact ionization, the generation of charge carriers will happen exponentially, and because of the exponential generation of the charge carriers, the output of the avalanche photodiode is not linear. So this is the main drawback of the avalanche photodiode.